This is Patrick Christie's Tonight. We're only on GB News. Now, Prince Harry has been blasted in German for posing at an awards ceremony with an alleged royal fraudster. Here he is with the self-styled Prince Mario Max Schaumburg-Lieb, who has been accused by the head of the family of Prince Alexander of harvesting their name for personal gain. Now, Harry's mate, right, the so-called Prince Mario Max, appeared on the German version of Celebrity Big Brother in 2014, flogs his own wealth elixir on a German shopping channel. If you don't believe me, take a look and listen to this.
I'm only happy when people are well, and that's why I have activated and developed the wealth elixir for you.
He says that if you spray it on a lottery ticket, you've got a good chance of winning. I mean, it's all absolutely barn pot stuff. But Prince Alexander told the Mail on Sunday, Prince Harry cannot stoop lower than appearing with him. I would advise him to stay away from this man. Well, I'm joined now by the editor-at-large of the Mail on Sunday, Charlotte Griffiths. Charlotte, thank you very much. I mean, Prince Harry's reputation, well and truly in the toilet here, surely.
It's not been great for his reputation. A lot of people have been saying birds of a feather stick together. Now, obviously, this Mario Max guy is, you know, he's flogging stuff on QVC, he's going on Celeb Big Brother, and Harry is in a different league to that. But people are saying, are they so very different? Because Harry went on Oprah, well, that's a form of reality TV. He's flogging his private life in his book. He went around flogging his book. And what I think this shows is that it's only a hop, skip and a jump from the top to the bottom. And it's the same thing, really, isn't it? Selling yourself, selling your royal connections. And it's just really unfortunate they were pictured together for his PR team, who must be holding their head in their hands today.
What is Harry even doing at any of these kind of events that this chap turns up to? It's ridiculous.
I know. I think this event was a particularly bad one. I get the impression Harry started to get a sense that it wasn't exactly an A-list event, because he didn't go on the red carpet to arrive, and he sort of snuck out the back door afterwards. And there were sort of beauty contestants there, pageant girls. It was pretty low rent. Yeah, there was John Travolta. Right. But it wasn't packed with A-listers. And actually, Meghan didn't go. She was looking after her kids. And she may have thought, you know, I'm taking one for the team here. But I'd say she actually was dodging a bullet in the end. So, you know, I don't think it would have done her reputation that much good to have been there, because it was just low rent.
Yeah, indeed. And, I mean, Harry now as well, you know, getting terrible advice. So if he was advised to go, you know, that shows the kind of calibre of people that are doing the advising for Prince Harry, getting pictured with this essentially fake low-rent prince, who flogs wealth elixir on QVC. The irony overload there is unbelievable, isn't it? I just wonder, you know, who is surrounding Harry at the moment? Who is telling him to be at these events? I mean, in a way, it's quite sad.
It's really sad what's happened, and he has got this amazing team. He's got this amazing Hollywood PR team around him. I just don't know what happened in the build-up to this. But they sort of appeared to realise, I think, that it might not be the best event in the whole world because of the way he went about the appearance. It was quite low-key, but he did manage to get snapped with this guy, and it is a bit sad, really. He is getting bad advice, and there's no way around it. And if he was still in the royal family, this would never have happened. There'd be a team of people vetting him. He would not be allowed to take selfies. Royal family members very rarely take selfies because of this exact thing, because you get some lunatic who will now... He's already put this Mario Max guy's put it all over his social media.
Absolutely.
And will dine out on it for the rest of his life, which is something we know Harry hates. He hates people dining out on their connection with him. And yet he's dining out sort of on his connection with his own family. So, as you say, the layers of irony are all over the shop here.
Yeah, definitely. Now, yesterday, there was some more astonishing royal health news. It keeps coming at the moment, doesn't it? So Sarah Ferguson has sadly been diagnosed with skin cancer just months after being diagnosed with breast cancer. Well, today she has said that despite the shock, she's in good spirits. Charlotte, terrible time for Fergie, isn't it? It's
a really terrible time. It's so worrying, because we all know that if you get a cancer diagnosis very soon after another cancer diagnosis, there's a risk that it could have spread, and she's on tenterhooks now waiting to find out. But what's great about Fergie, and why I think the nation loves her, is she's being really jolly about it. She went on Loose Women and said, you know, when you get bad news, you turn the other cheek and just face it with joy. She's a very joyous person. Apparently, behind the scenes, she's actually sort of staying as chipper as you would imagine from Fergie, actually, and has kind of a good sense of humour around the whole thing. But she's been in the Maya Clinic, which is a really expensive clinic in Austria, and, you know, she's probably... You know, she said she actually has been getting up at 4 a.m. worrying a little bit. She's probably incredibly worried right now.
Yeah, and we've got Charles and the enlarged prostate issue. We obviously whatever's happening with Catherine as well, and then now this. Do you think this is a bit of a symbol that the slimmed-down monarchy is perhaps not the best idea?
No, they're going to need to boost those numbers, because if you think about it, who's left? There's Edward going to South Africa without Sophie. So they're probably, because Sophie needs to stay in the UK and cut some ribbons, because there's Anne, and then there's Camilla looking after Charles, there's William looking after Catherine. Beatrice and Eugenie aren't working royals. We all know what's happened to Harry and Meghan. I've sort of run out of royals to count on my fingers here. So, I mean, but who would have thought that 3 senior royals would be ill in such a short space of time? And I know Fergie's not a working royal, but she did walk around on Christmas Day in Sandringham. I think the nation have, like, always consider her to be a royal. I know she's obviously had her HOH taken away, but she's, you know, she's just part of the royal family to us. And if something were to happen to her, I think it would rock the royal family in the public's perception, just like it would with any other royal in a strange way.
And I do wonder now, you know, with all of this rubbish that you see about the royal family and for people from Republic and all of that stuff saying that we need to tear it all down, you know, we have now got 3 potentially very serious health concerns in the royal family. They are a family just like anybody else's in that sense. Health is a great leveller, and hopefully we can just give them the exact kind of time that they need to get through it. And we all wish them well. Charlotte, thank you very much.
Thanks.
As ever, great to have you on the show. That is, of course, the editor-at-large of the Mail on Sunday.